YouTube. This is VidHead85, and I'm going to talk about two completely unrelated things that somehow the religious right believes are related. So, the conflation or supposed correspondence of homosexuality and abortion is ridiculous, to say the least. Gay people aren't the ones having abortions or the reason for them. It's like blaming gay people for divorce of a straight couple without mentioning that he gambled all of the money, he cheated on her, and probably beat her too if he gambled away all the money, and irreconcilable differences are the issues behind the divorce. In fact, I have a video, I'll annotate it up here somewhere, of where I do a parody video where Nam is actually taking steps to protect marriage. But the whole conflation of homosexuality and abortion, pedophilia, and the breakdown of the family doesn't address anything like the income inequality that brings forth crime, and the fact that people are out there starving so they don't see the value in education. It's easy to blame gays or the other people, like the single mothers, which is a simple thing, instead of looking at the multi-dimensions of tough things they'll have to address before the situation can move forward and we can get out of this. Now, the first thing I've always been told was, if you're in a hole, you need to stop digging. Put the surface level blaming of single mothers for a lack of good grades in school is the surface. And they keep digging into that, and they're not addressing things like the fact that maybe the kid is hungry and he can't concentrate. But, again, let me move to homosexuality and abortion. After the apparent suicide of Jamie Rodemeyer, I was at a rally where a woman, an evangelical woman with a Bible, came and said, "You can't get gay rights when you're out there aborting babies." I was pissed. I yelled to her in a voice that still I'm not surprised that it came out of me, because I can be loud and have a deep and loud voice. But I said, "This isn't about you. This is about a child who died." She ran away after that. So here we are with a dead child, a dead gay child that she could care less about, who she probably would have said embraced the deadly lifestyle, but doesn't take into account the societal pressure and the endless bullying that caused this young man to feel as if he had no worth to anyone in this world. They constantly say that we are at higher risk for disease, that more of us smoke, more of us have alcohol abuse issues, but also alcohol abuse plagues Native American communities, Black and Hispanic communities, and the underlying difference is societal pressure and stigma. Those four groups, societal pressure and stigma impacts them disproportionately. So that is why we have this. That is why we have that. That is why those are true. But you have to account for the context in that. But we gay people are not responsible for the fact that children need to go into foster care. Their parents failed them. And that is one of the reasons why gay couples are needed, to take in children who otherwise would go unadopted by straight couples. If you're a straight parent who believes that gays shouldn't adopt, and you don't have adopted children, shut the fuck up. No gay couple has an unplanned adoption or gets drunk and wakes up with all this paperwork saying, "Petition to adopt." So this conflation is simply what I believe it is, a red herring, which is they take a herring and it's really smelly and they drag it across a fox trail. They have the fox hunts in England where all these hounds go out, or beagles I think they call them, and chase a fox. Many environmentalists would take a red herring and drag it along the ground because it diverts the hound's sense of smell. It is a herring. That argument, that conflation, is a herring away from the fact that straight people are the ones that need to be talked to about this, and they need they need the correction, the posturing, the advice to stop what they're doing and not abort these children. But after that, are they going to help the woman pay for this child and fight for education, healthcare, and public transportation so she can get to her appointments, so she can get the kid to school, and all of that? These are hard to address, so they'll push the blame on gay people who have nothing to do with this. Many people will say, well, not all of us are like that, especially when I rail on Republicans, like nobody's business. But don't tell that to me. I mean, when I say, oh, these Republicans are bat plumb crazy and they're anti-gay and racist, don't tell me that you're not all like that. Tell Tony Perkins, Brian Fisher, James Dobson, okay, Ken Blackwell, John Kasich. He's a former current governor of Ohio. But you tell those Republicans that they don't speak for you. But they will say that, oh, it's going to decline our country. Homosexuality and abortion will lead to the decline of the country. But I guess income inequality, an unfair tax code, lack of health care, including contraceptives and condoms, diminishing middle class, climate change, food insecurity. Oh, no. None of that has anything to do with this. Now, that's not going to doom our nation. It's homosexuality and abortion that's only going to do it. If you think that, you're a dumbass.